Hello, welcome to Life at Home. I'm Abby, and today we have a 30-minute yoga flow focusing on our glutes and core, and it's going to be a sneaky one. So grab a towel, some water, and let's get started. All right, we're going to start at the back of our mats, coming into child's pose, so you can walk your knees as wide as the mat, or if that's uncomfortable, always the option to bring the knees together. And we'll just slowly begin to walk the hands forward, sending the forehead down to a block or all the way down to the mat. And just letting everything kind of go here, releasing into the earth, sending the weight back into the glutes, tapping into the breath, inhaling through the nose, and exhale through the mouth. We'll do 2 more like that. Open mouth, exhale. This time when you inhale, sealing the lips and exhaling through the nose as well, with a slight constriction at the back of the throat for our Ujjayi yoga breath. From here, we're going to slowly push into the hands, lift the chest up, and we're going to glide forward on the forearms. So keeping the elbows down on the mat, meeting in a tabletop position on our forearms. And from here, we're going to send the right toes back, lengthening the leg, and then send it down for a tap and lift. So getting right into our glute activation here, tapping the toes down and then lifting up, feeling that squeeze at the top. We'll do 5 more like this, trying to keep the hips center, the core stabilized. Release. This time when you lift your leg up, we're going to send it over to the right for a little tap, and then up and over a little rainbow, and over to the other side. So here it can be a little difficult to maintain stability. We kind of want to rock with the leg, but just trying to engage through your left glute to find that center, to stay strong and stable. 1 more here. Lift it up and then exhale, release. Nice job. If being down on the forearms is ever uncomfortable, you're welcome to come up onto the hands. I just feel like I'm able to kind of get into the glutes a little better here. We'll extend the left leg, lift, and tap the toes down. Even though the elbows are on the earth, you still want to think up dog with the chest. So trying to send the heart through the arms, making sure we're not rounding or dumping. 5 more here, lifting, breathing. And then this time when we lift, we'll send it over to the right, little cross-body rainbow, and over to the left. Feeling the core turn on a little bit here. Breathing. We'll be here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come back to center. From here, we'll press into the hands, bring the hands underneath the shoulders, tuck the toes under, and we're going to hover those knees for a little bear plank. Pushing the earth away. Bringing those knees a little bit closer to the earth, but staying at our hover. We'll be here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. From here, we'll swivel those fingertips back towards the body, rocking back and forth, just giving our wrists a little love here. Bringing the fingertips out side to side, just whatever feels good here. You can also use this time to flow through some cat-cows, stretching out the core, and then pushing the earth away, rounding out through the shoulders. And be finding some side body C curves. And then coming back to center here, we're going to find one more little activation movement here in tabletop. Sending the right toes back. We're going to bring the knee to the left elbow for a little modified cheetah crunch, and then send it back. And then from here, keeping that leg lifted, we're going to squeeze the elbows in and come into a little tabletop push-up. So we'll twist to the left elbow, extend, and push up. We'll do 3 more like that. So 5 on each side, going at your own pace. Really bringing the mind to the muscle here when you squeeze in, really thinking about activating the core, and then when you lift up, lifting the leg, and then pushing the mat away on that exhale. Coming back to center, we'll switch sides. Left leg extends, finding our alignment, and then we'll bring the knee to the right elbow for a little crunch. Extend, hinge forward, push up. Extend. Warming up the mind and the body here. Last time. Nice job. Coming back to center. From here, we're going to tuck the toes and send the hips up and back for a downward facing dog. Pedaling out those feet. Stretching out through the back of the legs. Finding a little movement here, coming into our true downward facing dog. We're going to hinge forward, coming into a plank. You can kind of measure out your plank here, adjust as you need to. And then send the hips up and back. Tap the right ankle with the left hand, and then come back to plank. Switch it out. Tap the left ankle, back to plank. Taking this at whatever pace feels good to you. Whenever you come into plank, pausing, squeezing the glutes, pushing the earth away, and then tapping. Making every single movement intentional. Even in these more active recovery type movements, we still want to be intentional. We'll do 2 more each side. Meeting in a plank, and then sending the hips up. We're going to tiptoe to the top of the mat, feet meet the hands. Meeting in a ragdoll here, grabbing opposite elbows, finding a nice bend in the knees, and just rocking back and forth, side to side. Maybe shaking the head no, nodding the head yes. Option for a shoulder rinse here. Just releasing through the lower back, the back of the neck. And then we'll slowly release any binds. Begin to roll up one vertebrae at a time. Inhaling the arms up for high prayer. Exhale, hands come down through heart center. Pausing here, maybe you close the eyes or soften the gaze, keeping a slight bend in the knees. Lifting the heart up into the hands. Pulling the shoulders away from the ears. Making this mountain pose, Tadasana, intentional, being present. Maybe setting an intention to do that throughout the rest of our practice. Being here on your mat. Using this time you carved out for yourself to truly be here. We'll blink the eyes open, inhale the arms up, and exhale, forward fold. From here, we're going to send the right toes back, meeting in a low lunge, and then windmill the arms open for warrior two. Taking up space here, maybe even widening your stance, rolling the shoulders away from the ears, energy through the fingertips. We're going to send the hands behind the head and come into a little oblique crunch here. So that left elbow is going to come down to the left knee and back up. So we crunch and center, crunch and center. We're going to do 10. I'm on 7, center, 8. Breathing when you come up. This time, when you come up, we're going to shoot that left hand back for peaceful warrior. And then from here, windmilling the arms down, taking a deep bend in both knees and popping up for standing splits. Option to bring the hands to blocks to bring the ground up to you a little bit. Sending the chest down towards that left leg. And then we're going to bend both knees, coming into a Kundalini squat. Tucking that right knee behind the left and extend. So you immediately will begin to feel this in that left quad, the left glute, maybe even the inner thigh. I like to point my toe here just to send that energy up every time. We'll do 3 more. Squeezing that left glute when you come down. Last time here. And then we're going to lift that right leg back up into a warrior 3, and we're just going to pulse. So dialing those right toes down. Yeah, it's pretty brutal. Sometimes I do like the full out movement for the first time when I'm up here, and I'm like, yeah, why am I doing this to myself and to everybody? For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Bring that right leg down. Remove the blocks. Sending all the way into the right hand. We're going to lift up into a twisted lunge. Option to stay here, or you can stack the feet, coming into a side plank. And then last option here for more of a challenge is to find some hip dips. So we're going to send the hips down and up. Maybe looking up at the top hand. 2 more like this. Embracing the shakes. Lift. And then come back to plank. Nice job. Sending the hips up. We'll walk the toes back up to the top of the mat. Inhale, high prayer. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift here, bringing the hands to the shins, flat back. Just resetting. And exhale, release. This time we're going to send the left leg back, low lunge, and then open up here, warrior 2. Making sure that right knee is over the right ankle. Energy through the fingertips here. Breathing. And then we'll send the hands behind the head, coming into our little crunches. So crunching down, knee to elbow. Bringing the mind to the muscle. Feeling that left oblique turn on. A lot of the activation here, the strength is coming whenever you're pulling yourself back up. Last time here. We'll shoot that right arm up. Peaceful warrior, stretching it out. And then exhale, windmill the arms down. Deep bend in both knees. Coming up for our standing splits. Option to reach for those blocks. Pointing those left toes up. Chest comes down. Finding length here. And then we'll exhale, bend both knees. Tucking that left knee behind the right for our Kundalini squat. And extend. Squat. Extend. I like how there's some juxtaposition here with the music. It's like very peaceful and we're just like really burning out the glutes. That's the great thing about yoga is like, it's like, oh, just lift your leg. And it's like, you're actually kind of dying. Lift. 3 more here. Nice job. This time we'll dial those left toes down, meeting in our warrior 3, and we'll pulse. This doesn't have to be a big movement. Sometimes the small intentional movements are the ones that burn the most. And slowly release that left leg down. Planting the left hand down, reaching up for our twisted lunge. Option to stay here, or you can come into our little side plank series, sending the hip down and back up. Pro tip, don't send your hips all the way down because you might not come back up. Two more. Lift it up. Meet in a plank. Option to flow through a vinyasa here. Upward facing dog, stretching out the core a little bit. Then we'll tuck the toes. Send the hips up. Downward facing dog. Quick little water break because I know I need it before our second last standing series. Meeting back in downward dog. We'll extend those right toes up, 3-point. This should feel good after our little Kundalini challenge. And then we'll send the knee to the left elbow, just like we did in our warm-up for cheetah, twisted cheetah. Inhale, 3-point. Exhale, step it through in between the hands, coming up to crescent. So here, all 10 toes are facing the front of the mat. Hips are in line with one another. Bringing the hands down through heart center. We're gonna hinge forward, coming up onto your back little Barbie foot, as I like to call it. And then we're gonna bring that left elbow to the right knee for our twisted crescent. And then from here, I am apologizing in advance for what we're about to do. We're gonna send the left toes up for a tap and then back, keeping the twist. If the twist is too much, you can come back to center, but we'll tap, extend. We're not here for long. 3, 2, 1. Nice job. Open all the way up to star. Should feel good. Nice counter movement here. Coming down into Skandasana, flexing those toes up towards the body. Balancing here. And from here, we're going to transition into Warrior 2. So option to crawl forward, or you can really push into that back foot and open up for Warrior 2. Our last time here on this side. Tip it back peaceful. Feel that nice stretch in the side body. And then we'll windmill the arms down. Keeping the left hand planted. Come up. You know where we're going, meeting in side plank. Option for those hip dips, or maybe you find some side crunches with me, extending the right arm up, floating the right leg, knee to elbow crunch, extend, crunch, extend, extend, 3 more. Extend, meeting back in plank. We'll flow through a vinyasa. Stretch out that core. Downward dog, nice job. We'll find that same sequence on the left. Inhale, left toes reach up. Exhale, twisted cheetah. Knee to right elbow, push the mat away. Inhale, 3-point. Exhale, step it through in between the hands. Inhale, the arms up, crescent. Hands come to heart center. We'll come up onto that back Barbie foot. Hinge forward. Find our twist. Hooking that right elbow onto the left leg. Finding our twist. And then from here, sending the weight into that front knee, onto that front foot. Tap, extend. Again, option here to come back to center if the twist is too much. We'll be here for 3, 2, and 1. Open all the way up to star. Nice job. Breathing here. And then we'll come into Skandasana, lifting the chest up into the hands, flexing those left toes towards the body. Big transition all the way up into Warrior 2. Tip it up and back peaceful. And windmill the arms down. Our last opportunity for vinyasa here. Low plank. And downward facing dog. Nice job. Let's drop the knees down, send the hips back, Meeting in child's pose. Your heart's probably beating a little faster than it was last time we were here. Honoring yourself for showing up, for putting in the work. Every time you do something you think you cannot do, you get stronger and more confident. Reaching those fingertips forward. Keeping the elbows down on the earth, we're going to glide forward just like we did at the beginning of practice, but this time we're going to send the legs back, meeting in Sphinx pose. Elbows under the shoulders, pulling the heart through. Should feel a nice stretch in your core. Keeping the chin slightly tucked here. From here, we're gonna lift that left elbow just enough so you can extend that right arm under. And we're gonna roll over onto the right shoulder, coming into our supine spinal twist. Looking towards the left hand, bringing out the spine. I have to give a shout out to my new water bottle because I've probably drank like 8 of these in the past 12 hours since I got it. And that's the beauty of having a cute water bottle, is you drink more water. Because I lost my Stanley got stolen, which is so sad. So I've been without a cute water bottle for like 3 or 4 months, and it's been pretty brutal. But it has to be cute. It has to have like some type of pattern that like matches my outfit or something. Coming back through center, we're gonna keep the knee where it is. Coming into a little half frog movement here. If it's too much to come up onto the elbows, you can come down, rest your head on a block or your hands. And then from here, we'll slowly just send the left leg back to meet the right, meeting back in Sphinx pose. This time, we'll lift that right elbow up, extend the left arm out, and find our supine spinal twist on the other side. Trying to bring the shoulder and the knee down, or at least energetically sending the knee and the elbow down, even if they don't touch the ground. Wringing out the spine, letting something go here in this moment, something that's no longer serving you. Guilt ain't mean nothing but a lover's fight. How fool was I now? Breathing. You played me like a clown. Slowly unwinding, keeping the knee where it is, meeting in our half frog. Until you walked by with those wondering eyes, and went where I knew you were. This should feel especially good in that left oblique. Troubles that made you so. Playing with pointing and flexing that right foot. Keeping the chin slightly tucked. And then we'll slowly shoot that right leg back. Then from here, we'll send the hands underneath the shoulders, pushing up for one more upward facing dog or cobra. Maybe a little twisty twist.
And
then we'll push the mat away, send the hips up and back for one last child's pose, ending practice where we began, bringing the forehead down to the earth, thanking yourself for showing up, noticing how you feel now as opposed to 30 minutes ago, and knowing that this feeling, this mindset is available to you at any time. All you have to do is step on your mat. And buy a LYFE At Home subscription, obviously. We'll walk the hands up towards the body, meeting in a comfortable seat. Inhaling the arms up, gathering in all of the good energy from our practice and sealing it down through heart center. Thank you guys so much for showing up. I'll see you next time.